Good morning, everybody. This is Heather Poduska, and this is your minivan moment where I bring you inspiration and motivation to create the life and business that you want. And it's been a couple of days since I've done a minivan moment. I've been traveling on a speaking tour in Miami. We're going to Arizona at the end of the month, and it's just really fun and exciting. But I also am back in mommy land and doing my minivan moments because life is real, and I'm a entrepreneur growing my business and have 3 kids. So here we go. Today I want to talk to you about shame and how toxic shame is to our success as parents, as community members, and as entrepreneurs. Hey, Sean. And I was thinking about this a lot this weekend because I saw a documentary about Donald Trump. And whether you like Donald Trump or you don't like Donald Trump, there was a lesson in this documentary that I thought would be really powerful to share. And that is how Donald Trump does not have a lot of shame around what he does. And sometimes that gets him into massive trouble, right? Socially, with the media, with women's issues, with the things that he says that people are disgruntled about. But in terms of his success as a business person, it's come in very handy. He was building his empire in the 80s in New York with the Plaza and the Taj and all of these things and Trump Airlines. And he started to have financial trouble. Things started bombing. The market fell apart, and he had to declare bankruptcy in his businesses, not personally. And he could have, here he's at the top of his game. He's like this huge reputation and making all this money, and he could have walked away with his tail between his legs and been so ashamed and so embarrassed and just like gone off into the woodwork somewhere. But he didn't. Of course, he's Donald Trump. Of course, that's not what he's going to do. He came back and he leveraged his position as someone who could make money for the banks and is now running for the head office in the whole country, the most powerful man, probably one of the most powerful men in the world. If he had been wallowing in shame, that would not have happened. And as women, I think that that's something we succumb to all the time. What will people think? Oh my God, I tried this and I failed. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. That didn't work out. I spent all this money on this launch in my business and it was a big failure. Or I talked about this great thing that was going to happen. I had an event and nobody showed up. Oh my God, what are people going to think? Or I tried something with my kids. Maybe I wanted to do some unique way of parenting and it didn't work out. And I talked about it and I'm so embarrassed. Whatever. You cannot let that stop you from rising from the ashes and trying again. It makes me think about, as long as you are living and breathing and watching this video, you have creative drive. You are meant to make something, to grow, to contribute, to give value. And I think people shut that down when they are stuck in shame. Shame serves no one. If you are coming from a place of integrity, of wanting to serve your community, your clients, give value, there is no place for shame in growing your business and being successful. And I think about that movie E.T. where the little boy walks over to E.T. and he thinks he's dead and he's all, still, and then he looks over and there's that little tiny pulse, that little red light that comes on, it's flickering, and there's life there. And there is life after failure. There is life without shame. And if you have a heartbeat, you have drive. And you don't know what else you can create. And if you let shame keep you stuck, you're not going to ever fulfill that potential. So I want to know from you, what stops you from moving forward? Are there times that you've felt shame, that it's kept you stuck? And how did you break through that feeling and have the courage to take the next step? So I want you to think about that. I'd love to hear your comments. You can find me at heatherpoduska.com. If you found this inspiring or motivational, please share it. You can find me on YouTube, share it with your friends, post on Facebook. Sheesh, yes, this is deep, but man, Sean, don't you think that's where people get stuck? They get stuck, and we don't go deep. We all live on the surface, and then we wonder why we can't make the progress that we want to make. And if you go deep, you can move through it and then be a powerful leader. And I know that you are, because I have heard your powerful story, girl. Okay, everybody, until next time, I want to hear from you. Here's to hitting all your high notes. Ciao.